a clinical neurologist, I had the great fortune of being able to work at such a progressive place as Scripps Memorial. And when I started practicing medicine, I was shocked that after decades of education, when my first patient asked me, "Doctor, why am I sick?" I really couldn't answer them. I could explain to them how it happened. I could explain to them now that they are sick what was going on, but I actually couldn't tell them how they got to that point. And I was extraordinarily discouraged that after decades of education and enormous amounts of energy and effort placed into the study of medicine, I was not able to answer the most fundamental question of why. So I spent the next 3 years really looking at how do I address this question for my patients. And what shocked me the most was that the answer was unbelievably simple. Sickness does not result because of genes that you're born with. It does not result because of some kind of a fated illness. It is absolutely the result of daily habits. Habits in thought, habits in diet, habits in routine, habits with stress. And so I started to address chronic neurological conditions with that approach. And what I saw was just unbelievable. Here we had told these patients that they would have something lifelong, and we were reversing disease. And it dawned on me, wait a minute, we are doing medicine in exactly the opposite way we should be. We should be focusing on health and healthful living, not on disease and perpetuation of disease just through medications. The biggest surprise for us, as well as our patients, has been that they can come in with a diagnosis and a list of medications, and we can work with them in a very controlled setting, meaning we're measuring all of their labs, we're watching all of their vitals, we're watching their clinical progression, and we can get them off these medications. The wonderful thing is, as their other physicians see how well they're improving, meaning they're seeing that they've lost weight, they're seeing that their cholesterol has dropped, they're seeing that their blood pressure is coming down, their physicians get excited as well, and they say, wow, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm glad, number one, that you're doing it under the supervision of an MD, and that number two, it's had such an impact on your health that we can start coming down on these medications as well.
Well, the change that's come about my life since then, and since meeting Dr. Chaudhary, is truly every day when I wake up, I'm not thinking about my health. I'm not thinking that when I move off of my bed that I'm going to ache. My mind doesn't go there. It is looking forward to the day. And it is one of complete liberation and happiness and joy. I'm looking at many different things. When you're not so focused on a negative, everything opens up. And you're looking at life the way you should, I think, and looking at all the possibilities.
It was a very common sense approach to it. Dr. Chaudhary took a lot of time to explain that to me, and it made a lot of sense to me. And it's really shown a lot of benefit. I mean, for me, in terms of weight loss, in terms of well-being, in terms of mental attitude, I think it's really done a great job for me.
He went to an endocrinologist before Dr. Chaudhary, and this endocrinologist told Bruce that he would never be off the metformin, and that not only would he not be off it, there'd be a good chance that he would be insulin dependent. That terrified me, and I wanted him to have a second opinion. And Dr. Chaudhary genuinely listened to Bruce's goals, took the time with him, and instead of discouraging him, he encouraged him that it was a possibility he could improve himself and that he would try to work with his goals. Now, he's off the metformin, he's off that medication, and he's genuinely healthier, happier, and leading a healthier lifestyle.
The best part of this is it becomes a partnership between the patient and the physician. And so they come in with a level of hope that they've never experienced in a physician's office before. We have patients who actually look forward to coming into the office because they know they're coming in, and number one, they're going to be heard, but number two, we're going to come up with a plan that day for them to get better. And they go home, they implement it, they start feeling better, and the next time they come in, they have even more hope. And so we're able to naturally get their participation in their own care because they can feel that this is really a back and forth communication between our physicians and them. The reason we're so unique is we don't take a program and force a patient into it. We take a patient and look at all of their unique needs. We look at their lifestyle, we look at their personality, we look at all of the medical issues that they're facing right now. We look at their biochemical nature, and we will design a plan in diet, routine, stress reduction that actually fits them. We don't want you to change so that we feel better. We want to change what we're doing so that you feel better. We're always striving to find new ways of meeting our patients' expectations.
She's the doctor I've been looking for 10 years, and I've looked hard and long, and a lot of years, a lot of time. And I really feel that she truly is a healer. She's a very smart, wise, down-to-earth, interested, engaging woman, and she's an MD, and she's a healer.